Williams, if you would, please, sir, lead us in the pledge.
You're right, Brian.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If everyone would please remain standing for just a second. I'd like to take a moment of silence this evening and just do something a little different. Every year we always observe our veterans and our servicemen at Veterans Day, but since it's Valentine's Day, I'd like to have a few moments of silence for those that's serving overseas that can't be with their loved ones this evening. Thank you. Okay. First order of business this evening. Is there any deletions or additions to the agenda?
No, sir.
Okay. Very good. Next order of business is to approve the minutes of the February 7th, 2013 public meeting. Do I have a motion to approve?
So move.
And seconded. So all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Okay. Under the report of the president, we'll notice this evening that the president is absent. And congratulations to him and his wife, Kim. They had baby number 8 yesterday. It's a baby boy. So we welcome Lincoln Thomas McKay into the Allegany County, and with Mike's help, we're actually holding a steady population right now. So with that being said, that's the reason for his absence. So we most certainly wish him and Kim the best. Under our first item, number 1 tonight, is a proclamation for the Career and Technical Education Month. So if we would please, I'd like to have all those in attendance from VOTEC up here this evening, from the Career and Technical Education Center. Thank you, Mr. Payne, for correcting me.
You're showing your age, Creed.
So if you gentlemen would, come up front here. So
If we could, well, we're going to see here in a minute.
We would like our young ladies receive the proclamation.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely.
And I'd like to introduce them because...
Absolutely, if you would, sir.
Okay.
Microphone. Yes, sir.
It is our pleasure to be here at this meeting, and we thank you for the invitation. I would like to, on behalf of myself, Mr. Payne, and Mr. Smerick, I'd like to introduce our 2 young ladies who are going to accept the proclamation, and I'd like to give you some information. And also, at the end, they have some information also. Destiny York, she is a business administration service student. She is Vice President of the Future Business Leaders of America. She placed 2nd in the category of personal finance in our regional competition 2 weeks ago. And Sierra Sewell, she is a business administrative assistant, or I'm sorry, student. She is the historian for the Future Business Leaders of America. She placed 1st in the category of job interview in our regional competition.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Smith. Well, if you young ladies would come up here, please. We have a little something for you. So, just right here. And with your permission, I'd like to read this proclamation. Allegany County Government Proclamation. Whereas career and technical education prepares high school students for current and future careers in today's global economy and is an essential component of a well-educated workforce. And whereas career and technical education provides a school-to-career connection to offer students valuable hands-on real-time experience. And whereas today's career and technical education programs incorporate rigorous, challenging academic content standards leading to an industry recognizing credentials or certifications for immediate employment or advanced college standings. Whereas now, therefore, we, the Allegany County Commissioners, in recognition of the importance of career and technical education, proclaim February 2013 Career and Technical Education Month in Allegany County and urge all citizens and stakeholders to increase their awareness of the opportunities available at the Allegany County Public School System's Career and Technical Education. Signed by all 3 county commissioners, Michael McKay, President, Creed V. Brody Jr., Commissioner, and William R. Valentine, Commissioner. So, thank you very much, and this makes me most certainly proud since I'm a graduate thereof. So, if you gentlemen would, sir, Principal, Mr. Payne, Mr. Smerin,
Yes, sir.
come in for a picture here, please,
Yes.
with these young ladies.
Yeah, get up here.
Yeah, come on up here.
We'll put you in the back.
This is Senior Citizens Week, so we're going to get a picture.
Same thing if I could kind of turn. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir? Okay, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Sure, sir. Oh, certainly, thank you. So we're most proud of these young ladies. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
I am pleased to accept this proclamation on behalf of all the students, staff, and faculty at the Career Center. In spirit of Career and Technical Education Month, the Center for Career and Technical Education is hosting an open house February 20, 2013 from 6 to 8 p.m.
The theme of the event, Career and Technical Education Works, will feature interaction with faculty, student demonstrators, and tours of the Career Center. All 18 career and technical education skill programs will be featured during this event. Additional information about academic programs, student organizations, and extracurricular activities will be provided. I would like to extend an invitation to the commissioners, business leaders, parents, students, and citizens to join us at the Career Center for the open house. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, ladies, very much. We appreciate that. And I'd also like to go on record of saying that anyone that's never been out the Career Center needs to go out to this because it's very impressive. And also, not to date Mr. Payne any, but that's the first time I've had my picture taken with him since the early 80s. So, but, thank you, sir.
You're getting older.
I've kind of stayed the same, but okay. Into our action agenda. Item 1, introduction of Code Home Rule Bill 1-13, compensation for public officials. Mr. Rudd.
This is the introduction of the code bill to set the salaries for the next incumbents in various positions. You had the report of the Salary Study Commission a couple weeks ago. I prepared a bill that incorporates that report and almost exactly it was presented. The only minor change, there were a couple of them where they had pennies at the end. I simply took the pennies off. It's
Okay.
cost somebody 75 cents a year or something, but it's to round it off, it makes it easier, obviously, for payroll. So other than that, it's consistent wholly with that report. So this would be the introduction. If you introduce it today, then of course we'd have a hearing next week and you could act on it the following week.
Okay. I'd like to have a motion to introduce Code Home Rule Bill 1-13, compensation for public officials.
So moved.
And seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Okay. Item 3, Allegany County 2013 Transportation Priority Letters to authorize the county commissioners to approve and sign the Allegany County 2013 Priority Letters to the Maryland Department of Transportation. Mrs. Wigfield, you're up.
All right. The annual county priority letter allows the local jurisdictions to publicly express their transportation priorities to MDOT. So those priorities can be considered when they revise their capital budget. The transportation projects were submitted and reviewed by the county and local municipality members. And on January 30th, 2013, representatives from the county and from the municipalities met and prioritized all 15 projects. The local municipalities' mayors and the Allegany County delegates have signed the letter in support. I'm requesting that the Allegany County Commissioners sign the letter as well. If you have any questions about the projects, I'd be happy to answer them now. All right.
Sounds good.
I guess, do we need to make a motion on this to?
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay, well, I will make the motion that we sign a letter to authorize the county commissioners to approve and sign the Allegany County's priority letter.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed.
Thank you very
Sierra.
much.
Thank you very much. Okay, item 4, resolution 13-3, refunding bonds for 2013. Jason Bennett's here with all kinds of good news again today.
Good evening. Good news for once. Yeah, I don't get to do that a lot, so
Very
I'll
good.
take it when I can. What you have in front of you tonight is a resolution that would authorize the county to proceed with the bond sale, the refinancing we've discussed at several meetings recently. This would occur on March the 11th. What this resolution does is both authorize the sale and authorizes the notice of sale, which we'll publish the week of February 25th. This will be for refinancing our 2001, 2004, 2006 public improvement bonds, and both bonds we have for Mountain Ridge High School. These are all of our tax exempt issues. This is a little different than most resolutions we do for loans. This one's simply authorizing the loan. The terms aren't identified just yet because we won't know the interest rates until we actually go to sale. We do know that we're going to be not extending terms on any of this debt. Actually, on the Mountain Ridge loans, we're going to shorten the term of. So I think that's a good thing. We think the interest rate's going to be somewhere around 2.1%. Don't know for sure. Once we have the bond sale, obviously we'll know the rate. We'll come back with one more follow-up resolution to finalize everything. As it stands now, we're going to go meet with the rating agencies next week to hopefully solidify our bond rating or even improve it. If we're able to do that, that'll save even more on the interest rate. So things are looking good. This one looks pretty good. We're going to save about $1 million in total on this. So if you would, we're just looking for your authorization at this point.
Absolutely, Jason. That's good news. Well, do we have a motion for resolution 13-3?
So moved.
And seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passed. Very good, Jason. Thank you much.
Commissioners.
To the consent agenda, Mr. Eberly.
Commissioners, we have 2 items on your consent agenda this evening. First one relates to our annual administrative services agreement with Blue Cross Blue Shield. Second one deals with the emergency solutions grant agreements that the county serves as a pass-through agent for both FCRC and HRDC.
Very good. Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the consent agenda.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Okay, sir. Well, Mr. Administrator, you're up again, sir.
Commissioners, we had a bid opening earlier this week for the riparian tree buffer planting project, which is the contract project 13-01. We received 4 bids for that project. Those bids have been referred to staff for future recommendation to the board.
Very good, sir. Mr. Attorney, tonight is your night. You have a full house waiting to hear you speak.
Yeah, no, I have nothing to say.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
What a fantastic attorney. So, Bill, I guess you're up first, and then I'll have a
Okay.
little following. So.
Just quickly, I had a meeting earlier with some gentlemen that are looking to establish an off-road riding area in Allegany and eventually also in Garrett County. This is actually something that is very important in Allegany County. The state did have off-road trails in Green Ridge. They closed those trails down approximately 9 or 10 months ago. We did a financial impact study on the closure of those trails. It actually cost local businesses about $1.2 million for those trails to be closed. We have a group of individuals that are looking to create some new trails using strip mine reclamation lands. The property would actually be with a state lease. The state hopefully would take all the liability. So this is something that would be moving forward. The state was planning to hold a meeting in what they called Western Maryland to talk about their outdoor activities planned. Their idea of Western Maryland was Frederick. The same group of people that are looking to put in the four-wheel trails went to work and actually got that meeting moved to Allegany College. It will be held on March 5th, and we'd really like to see this appear in the paper so the public knows. It'll be March 5th from 4 to 6 at Allegany College. I would imagine it'd probably be held in the auditorium. I haven't got that word yet, but we'll get that out to the public whenever we know. Other than that, spent Wednesday in Annapolis. Some good things going on there. We've looked at a number of bills, some good, some bad, but that'll be every Wednesday until the end of session.
Well, very good, Bill. Thank you very much for that. Okay, as normal, I sometimes do the calendar, and I'm not doing it tonight. As always, it's online. I'm going to do a little bit of a brief update on something that's in our community. It's very important, and that's the Potomac Highlands Airport Authority. We got some good things happening over there. We just finished a crack and seal project on the runway. We'll have some striping going on in the spring. We're kind of in talks right now with FSU on maybe a future project with Dr. Gibraltar and Steve Spar, fantastic guys to deal with, and also Dr. Bambera. Our airport manager, our new hire, is doing a fantastic job. I can't say enough about him. Lots of positive things happening, but there's just one little item that I'd like to advise, and I will talk to Mike later about this. Bill, we have a for lack of a better word here, a disgruntled former employee over there that's causing some waves in the board and with the board members, and this former employee is also actually a board member. So to do a little history on the airport and what actually is involved there. That airport ground is owned by Allegany County, and we fund about $240,000 a year to the airport. West Virginia, through a compact which created the PHAA, funds about $200,000 a year, and Mineral County funds about $10,000 a year. We have great partners with West Virginia and Mineral County. I sat on the board with former Commissioner Piles. Cindy was a great person, and Dr. Lecklider is now there, Mineral County Commissioner, great guy. But we have a little riff in the board, and hopefully it's going to be dealt with. And there's a public meeting over there Wednesday at 6 o'clock at the airport meeting room, and I would like for you and Commissioner McKay and the county attorney, Bill Rudd, to attend this meeting, because if there's any, I want to have Allegany County represented very well in this. How this is set up, the PHAA has a 30-year lease with Allegany County to operate the airport. I think we're about 13 to 14 years in this, so there's about 16 to 17 years left. And I want to make sure that there's just a little bump in the road, and we're going to take care of it. But as far as that, it is full throttle over there. Everything is good, and we're just going to get this dealt with. So.
Commissioner, can I ask one question?
Absolutely, sir.
We have a highly qualified board of appointees that serve on the
Absolutely.
PHAA.
And the board, for the record, everyone should know, is a non-paid board, strictly volunteer.
Volunteer.
And these guys spend countless hours at their job. I mean, countless hours over there for the airport. So I can't say enough good about the board. And we have a new chairman over there, actually. Max White, and he's doing a fantastic job. It's he runs one of the best boards that I actually sit on, and I sit on, I think, 6 others, so.
That's because he's an attorney.
I wasn't going to hold that against Mr. White, so
Anyway,
the only thing I see, the common thread there is extremely wealthy. They're just wanting to bail out everybody all the time.
never mind.
So, okay, with that being said, it's constituent sign up, and I believe the only one we have signed up this evening is John Davis. Mr. Davis, as you approach the podium, if you would, sir, please give your name and address for the record. And remember, the 5 and 5 rule was in effect,
absolutely. My name is John Davis, 445 Bond Street, Cumberland, and no, I'm not talking about the animal shelter.
Very good.
I'm not going to accuse anybody of wrongdoing. One of my questions is, I can't think of one at the moment, but I'm getting to think, is there going to be any more road works on I-68?
Any more road work?
Yes.
I believe so. I believe they're going to start on the Crosstown Bridge here in the spring, which will be quite extensive. And I believe that project's going to run probably a year and a half. So
Good, I'm going to probably miss it.
you're going to miss it.
Yeah, I'm going to miss the rest of that project.
Uh-oh. So other than that, I'm sure there'll just be general maintenance work on 68 as goes on all the time. So
How do you react to George Edwards' proposal to raise the speed limit to 70 miles per hour?
how do I react personally? I'm in favor thereof.
Oh, me too.
Creed just hates to drive that slowly, but he'll try.
If it was up to me, we'd have unlimited speed limit. But
Oh, that would be good. I wish we had the Autobahn here. All right, thank you.
very good. Thank you, John. So is there anyone wishing to speak that didn't get signed up tonight on anything? Okay. Well, with that, we'll go into the the announcements. Our next public business meeting will be February 21st at 5 o'clock in room 100 right here. Jennings Run Sanitary District Sewer Project meeting Tuesday, March 12th at 7 o'clock at the Allegany County Office Complex in room 100 right here. And that's very crucial that people from Jennings Run Sanitary District show up for this, because there might be some discussion of rates, and that way nobody's blindsided by this. Also, Old Town Road Area Sewer Projects public meeting Tuesday, March 19th, 7 o'clock, right here also in room 100. Again, that's very crucial that these people have any questions on anything. Now's the time to show up at these meetings and ask. With that being said, that's the conclusion of this meeting. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you.
You like that hammer better than Mike does.